Hi there, I'm Dani Henderson. It's February 2024, and disclosure is well under flipping way. We are seeing and hearing every day more evidence, more people coming forward with their extraterrestrial, alien, and off planet human. Did you know that most of the beings off planet are known as humans too? Let's not confuse alien, ET, human. There are many, many humans in your immediate solar system. I have a question for you. Why are so many of you choosing to literally fall on the sword for someone you don't know, for somebody you've never met other than YouTube? Why do you do that? Why do you do that, my love? You get in groups, you gather, you gossip, you attack. It's okay to tell the truth. I'm all about that. Sometimes it's hard to name names of people who lie and cheat and try and deflect you over there or deflect you over here. But why do you, as an individual, choose to get involved in groups and gangs and fall on the sword and promote and support people that have absolutely no evidence of their off or on planet interactions with other humans, with extra skills, metaphysical skills, ETs, aliens, UFOs? Why do you choose to fall on the sword for people that you think are being bullied or they deserve a voice? What about your voice? What about you? Many of you have had so many interactions and dreams and real life communications. I would never be able to sit here in truth if I had not myself met some of the beautiful off-planet people that, in particular, Elena Danan speaks of. Look at the conferences everywhere. So many alien, UFO, this and that. Great. It's part of our reality on planet Earth. And at best, we know that. We know something. We feel something. We want to believe in something more than the fucktardery of the politicians and the governments and the New World Order on our beautiful planet. Of course we do. But why are some of you choosing to fall on your beautiful sword, to fight, to defend people you don't know, that you'll never meet, and that have absolutely no proof, no evidence? And if somebody is talking to an extraterrestrial for real, and they're not possessed and channeling them through their body, which is very dangerous and highly unrecommended, that is not how we do it in 2024. Why is it so many of you feel the need to rush to the attention and support of clear liars, fakers, unstable people who bring no proof, who plagiarize, who atone and espouse other people's work, like the Ishmael Perez boy? He's everywhere. How did he land any light or wings in this movement for us, the people, to find truth? He came in and he said Elena Danan was murdered. That was his get into the game card. I know it's so boring to those of you who've heard this before. Some of you haven't. The boy is a liar and a fraud, and I will stand strong and I will look in your face and I will fall on the sword for no one. I will fall on the node for no one, but I will hold my strength and I will look you in the eye and I will tell you Ishmael Perez is a fraud, a fake, and a liar. I will also tell you that Megan Rose is also a fraud, a fake, and a liar. She's not in touch with the beautiful Kahel, human Pleiadian man, Valnek. And Valnek is having his opportunity to come back through the Galactic Federation of Worlds and speak his truth. She doesn't exist in his world. It's so sad when you've actually met people, as I have, and they're real. They are real. They are not fantasy. You know, you see so many pictures, don't you, of the Nordics and how beautiful they are. Well, they are very beautiful. But we all got hijacked. There was a spiritual movement. We all got hijacked. We were looking, we were searching, we were seeking. And we had people like Doreen Virtue come along, and she did great work. And now she's gone another way, and that's her decision, of course. People like her did open a gateway to other presences, other angelics, other spiritual beings. But I ask you directly, why are you falling on the sword for people that you don't know? Look at all the conferences. Look at those kinds of people. Who's gathering with who and who is saying what? I'm only doing this little tiny message to ask you to ask yourself, why am I prepared to fall on the sword and get into groups and talk and chatter and gossip about a girl or a boy that claims to have all this information off planet that will help our world evolve? I don't follow any one single being, but I'll tell you who my friends are. I'll tell you who my inner circle is. My inner circle is Dr. Michael Sala, Alex Collier, the Andromedan Informer, Elena Denan, emissary for the Galactic Federation of Worlds, Jean-Charles Moyen, or Jean-Charles is how we pronounce his name correctly in French. I'm not French, clearly, but that is how you pronounce his name. That man has made so many movies and films and documentaries about his actual experiences. He brings forth information from Japan, no less, and proof. Look for the proof. Look for who is following who, and I mean NASA. I mean governing bodies that actually now watch people such as I have mentioned. Look for JP on Michael Sala's channel, Dr. Michael Sala, S-A-L-L-A. Alex Collier, Dr. Michael Sala, and our dear, dear Dan Willis, our Navy top secret whistleblower. 30 years. Look for the body of work. Look for the long, indentured life, support, and promise to humanity that those three men in particular have bought and garnered. And look now how they are honored, how people listen to them. At our last conference, the Galactic Spiritual Informers Connection, we call it GSIC for short, GSIC, Galactic Spiritual Informers, because that's what we are. And that's what you are, those of you with real experiences. Dan Willis brought forth a way to create free energy, and it's called Frill. And it was rubbing two crystals together, Vogel crystals no less, quartz crystals no less, with copper and other items that create an actual friction, fusion, an actual free energy ability. There are so many great people. If you are lost, if you are searching, if you are looking and wanting to know more about the real disclosure on your planet, then I recommend going to one website, Galactic Spiritual Informers. That's all you have to put in a browser, Galactic Spiritual Informers. Then our website will come up for the conference in September. I know it's so hard to decide, what conference do I go to? The speakers come on one by one. You don't have the stress of having to rush into different rooms and do different workshops. They come up, before they come up on stage, we bring energy into the room. We dance up onto the stage. We lift the audience. We love the audience. The audience generally are very much as powerful as every speaker on that stage. The starseeds, the knowing ones, the knowers, the watchers, the connected ones. I've never been to a conference ever in my life where there's so many actual extraterrestrial humans in the audience, physically in these vessels, sitting there emanating love, emanating their transparency. The transparency, that's what we want. And I know sometimes we see somebody and we think, oh, they're being mean girls, they're being unkind. It's very difficult to actually say somebody's name, but I stand in truth, and I'm quite prepared to be held on the carpet and stand and speak truth as I do, because I'm only coming from love. And I do worry about some of you. And you're all on your own journeys. There's nothing I can do about where you go, what you seek, what you decide. But I just want you to consider who and why do some of you choose to fall on the sword for people who have absolutely no evidence? We're so programmed to watch people that go, blah, 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 blah. What about evidence? What about reality? What about things that Michael Sala, Dan Willis, Alex Collier, Elena Denange, Rochelle Moyen, Tony Rodriguez, for example? Just that handful of great people who just happened to be speaking at the greatest conference in disclosure, Galactic Spiritual Informers Connection, September this year, in a little town called Westminster, outside of Denver, Colorado, September 27, 28, 29. Every year we do our conferences, the crafts come. I don't mean the military craft. I don't mean the man-made, anti-gravity, reverse-engineered UFOs that the militaries of this world have made. It's easy to know the difference. And there's so much evidence, there's so much proof, and there are so many people, as I've mentioned, that come forward. Not to mention Dr. Christiane, can't even say her last name on this channel. Every time I do, I get a strike. They're so scared of her. The Global Medical Ambassador, once known as one of the 12 in the world doctors to trust. And she started coming out with more truth about the events of the last 3-4 years. She's still going, and she'll be on that stage too. And so will Melanie Charret. And Melanie Charret is a very strong, independent woman who has come to share her off-planet child rescues, rescuing children who have been spliced, genetically manipulated. Her work is so brilliant and so beautiful and so profound. People at GSIC, Galactic Spiritual Informers, I truly believe, are the way showers and the truthers. Watch who you choose to fall on the sword for. Ask yourself, why is that? It's probably because you've got a wound in you. We've all got wounds in us. We've all been bullied. We've all been blacklisted. We've all been the black sheep, most of us, right? I know it's hard to watch and hear somebody saying this and that, but sometimes you just have to tell the bloody truth. You just have to stand in your power and in your love for humanity, and you have to be able to risk ridicule and attack, as we do, we all have, as I have, and I do. But I stand in truth because I love humanity and I'm all about truth. And as we're in this 2024, early February, the revelation's coming out now. As you, friend, are on your own individual healing journey, mixed up, maybe watching my channel because you think I'm going to say something unkind, and maybe I did, in your opinion. I don't want to hurt. I don't want to hurt, but I will stand for truth. And I will tell the truth as I know it, as I've seen it, as I have experienced it. And if I had not physically met Thorhan Redian, Commander Ardana, Annex, Valnek, Valorian, for example, there is absolutely no way that I would dare or deign or speak in the way I'm speaking. But I will protect my friends. I will stand for the people that I mention. And I know them and I love them. I don't love them just because they're my friends. I love them for who they are, their hearts and their souls, and their passion and their compassion for you. For you. Enough now. Enough. Stop hurting yourselves. Stop making this journey to your own physical, personal, soul's, heart's ascension harder. It's all right to mention names of liars and frauds, but only if you absolutely know they truly are liars and frauds. Because how dreadful How dreadful to name names. How awful, how wicked to do that. I understand that. It is not done lightly, but I will protect truth. So make of it what you will, my friend, and bless you on your journey. Bless you on your journey. It is an individual journey because at the end of the day, we all come to find out we're on our own. We're on our own, in our own ascension. And so be mindful of who you watch and what you allow to take in. And trust your own real life experience. Don't elaborate, don't embellish, don't make it up to try and fit in. None of us came to fit in. None of us did. Sometimes we don't have to do as much as we think we do, but we do need to tell the truth. My name is Dani Henderson, and I love humanity, and I love my planet, your planet, our planet. I'll see you soon. God bless.